Hello, and welcome back to Skyber Plank. I am your host, Kunim Chloris, joined today by the usual. Don't need introductions.
Kode, you're lucky you started the episode. I was going to hit you with a very, very dangerous hypothetical,
Oh, I see.
and you would have not enjoyed the hypothetical question that I was about to ask.
Probably not. Anywho, last time on Dragon Ball Z Kai, the party did the big battle, the big fight in the Sahara Desert. Uh, you guys, you went to the desert to Egypt on behalf of your companion Dapper, who hired you all to go there and deliver a quote unquote coin collection, which you all figured was probably not just a coin collection, and you were correct. And you guys got there, and then like the guide tried to assassinate that guy you were delivering the stuff to, and then like a bunch of like nomads assaulted the compound with like a tank and a bunch of technicals and stuff, and like 50 plus dudes, and you all barely managed to kill them all before. Mr. Oi took like a 50 cal to the chesticle, and almost passed away, but he barely survived. Bonus also almost died several times, mostly of his own stupidity. While Kyle sat in the back line with an APC 95 caliber real auto cannon, doming people from across the football field, and Cairo just kind of chilled and hacked.
I wasn't chilling though. It was not a chill time.
No, it
I'm.
was
I
stressful for
distinctly
everybody but
remember.
Kyle.
I distinctly remember almost dying IRL because I had a fire on my head.
Yeah, there were three distinct scenarios going on at the same time. There was Bonus and Oid nearly dying, Kyle doing nothing and kind of chilling out in the APC, air conditioned, no problems in the world, and then there's Cairo getting his brain melted by programs in the Matrix.
It was really hard, bro. Let me tell you.
Yeah, bro, moving that joystick in that cockpit so difficult. One-handing the turret, just being like, "Well, guys, I don't know why you're complaining. This is so great." And then it hard cuts to Bonus getting exploded and Boy getting shot in the chest by a 50 caliber machine gun.
Yeah, like I said, it's the hardest
Definitely,
thing in my life.
definitely was hard for him.
Yeah, for sure. But eventually, you guys got the security systems back online, and the nomads were like, "We don't really want to mess with a bajillion 50 caliber turrets in addition to the 95 caliber railgun." So they retreated. You guys were paid. Then, in an act of pure spite, Bonus had Cairo do the guy's job for him, and then he killed the guy you were supposed to give the coins to. And then you guys promptly left, made it back to Cairo, talked to Cairo's brother in Cairo, and then Cairo left Cairo with the rest of you back to Ryanstown. And I believe we left off with you guys kind of wrapping up your, kind of give me an idea of what you wanted to do off time. So I'll start with the following question: how long do you guys want to wait before you start taking jobs again?
For me, it's probably gonna be like a week. Because in the week that Kyra returns, he's immediately, as soon as he gets back, he's immediately working on Ank's narrow intelligence. So for Kyra, about like a week and a half, maybe, because he's also got to build that helmet. So I'd say, yeah,
All right.
week and a half.
Does anybody else want to do anything like wait longer than that, or is a week and a half going to be the number?
Oh, mind a week and a half. I mean, I probably would on that half to start making money.
Well, you also wait. I know Oid has to go back to the Malfu.
Yes, he got. So yes, that's something that also happened last time. Is as the episode ended, he got a text from his contact at the Malfu clan, who was like, "Hey, bro, you were gone for like a solid month. where have you been? And he's like, abroad? Question mark. And then the handler was like, yeah, but where? And he was like,
Abroad?
abroad. And then he was told to, as soon as possible, go and meet her at a club, a Mafu-owned club in the city.
This is where Boyd dies.
So yeah, I guess we can start off with that while Kyra was working on the NI for Ankh. Bonus is getting more implants put into his body, and so is Nox actually. And Nox is also kind of making some money. So Boyd, the next day after arriving in Ryanstown from Egypt, I assume you will go to the meeting that you were asked to attend.
Lamau.
What are you, inconvenienced by having to meet your bosses?
Lamau, no. Of course not.
I am inconvenienced by all manner of interaction with, those filthy meat bags, but I guess I'll show up.
All right. So you show up, you go there, and it is just like a Chinese restaurant. It isn't the cool one that you all are buddy with the owners of. The clan know better than to go near that place again. Instead, it is a different Chinese restaurant, much nicer even than the Huang family Little China. And you walk in, and the receptionist is like, yes, we were expecting you. Then one of the waitresses brings you to this table. It's like booth in the corner of the room, and you are sat down with the spokeswoman, and she's like, Mr. Wong, pleasure to have to hear from you again after a solid 3 weeks of literal nothing.
I'm like, pleasure to see you as well.
And she's like, well, I mean, while I think part of me wants to reprimand you for going dark for like a solid a week, after making like a bajillion sales in Berlin, unfortunately, my superiors have other ideas with regards to your reputation amongst our organization, and have extended an invitation for you to join the clan officially as a member and receive all the benefits that come with said membership.
He immediately gets denied.
Hmm. I'm going to respond with, well, that sounds interesting.
I will return.
Okay.
She's like, yes, it's a very prestigious thing to be invited as an outsider into our organization. Quite rare, in fact. Although I should make you aware that if you accept the invitation, there is a mandatory initiation job that every new member completes, as to kind of prove their worth as part of the family.
Very well.
She's like, so do you accept this most prestigious invitation?
I think I will.
Gasp.
Lightning strikes in the back.
All right, cool. So she's like, all right, well, I'm very pleased to hear that. That'll look good on my record. But also, the job you are asked to complete as part of your initiation, in a couple of days, there will be a cargo ship that will be landing in the dock, owned by some smuggler companions of the clans. They are here to deliver another shipment of narcotics from our homeland in Asia, and we ask that you attend said delivery and negotiate a deal for the drugs they are delivering. However, this deal will be rather one-sided, as the smugglers have been quite troublesome lately, and have been trying to hold said product hostage off the coast of the city for a few days, demanding higher prices. So we would like you to quote-unquote negotiate with them, if you catch my drift, and then deliver the drugs to the main warehouse.
Hmm. I see. Well, that shouldn't be an issue. I'll be right on it.
She's like, great, uh, glad to hear it. And then she finishes her Chinese food and gets up and leaves.
Sick. Nasty.
Cool. So, the couple days go by. Do you want to inform anybody else you're doing this job, or just do it yourself?
Um, well, I'm not gonna get the boys to come with me. But the next time we all stop by the condemned, they'll probably be like, "Hey, Blaze, I got promoted. Are you proud of me?"
Okay, so you go out and do the condemned, and I mean Nox and Bonus are like pretty much always there. So you walk in, and the two of them are at like one of the booths, and you're like, oh, I got promoted, and Bonus is like, promoted? What do you have a job now? When did that happen?
Happened a while ago.
He's like, what are you, a cashier?
No,
No,
he's a manager now.
I work in the sales division.
Ah,
I
are you
see. I
sales
see.
manager now?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Bonus
I
like
know, right?
smacks him in the shoulder, and he's like, well, I'm proud of you. Proud of you, kid. You're moving up in the world.
And or actually, that's something I should ask the fucking boss, whatever. But every job has its upsides and its downsides, and a downside of this promotion is that I'm gonna have to sail off the coast of Rhinestone. It's all for a special briefing. There's just these things corporations do. You know what I mean?
What? There's no sailing involved.
He said they were in a boat off the coast of the
Yeah, but they're going to
what?
bring it to the city under the guise that the clan is going to pay them their increased fee, when you're just going to be there to kill them all.
Oh, never mind then. I misinterpreted. Retcon that. I'm gonna go. Well, I'll be making my first big sale tonight, boys.
Oh,
Some
you want us to add to that big sale?
I mean, I guess you could not if you wanted to show up, but bonus, I'd advise you sit this one out.
What did I miss?
I got promoted.
Yeah, he got promoted to a member of the Mafu clan.
Wait, what?
Yep.
You heard him right.
Wait, we got promoted?
No,
Oid
he
got
got
promoted.
promoted.
Something Wong got
Oh.
promoted.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I don't think that's gonna sit too well.
Yes, it perfectly, bro. I know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah. Bonus would be like, so yeah, Oid, do you want the boys to come and help you with this sale, or do you think you can handle it yourself?
I'm like, nah. I think I'll take this one on my own.
You don't
Do I
need me?
join remotely in on this conversation?
I mean, they're all at the condemned, so I would assume you probably. Yeah, I guess you'd be in your
Stumbling.
apartment working on the NI. So, yeah, sure. I guess Bonus would like call you up mid conversation and be like, "Hey, man, Oid has some news. He's been promoted to an official member of the Maofu clan by his like handler, drug dealer woman."
Unfortunate.
Damn, he shot you down.
Wow.
How
Sucks
ungrateful.
because we're more efficient than the Maofu clan.
Wow.
Yeah, but he gets a lot of money.
So do we.
Yes, but he makes more money.
All right, so you can join the Maofu clan too, and then when Bonus shoots you guys, I don't want to hear about it.
Bonus is fine with it because he's not like, Oid isn't involved in human smuggling. He's involved in drug smuggling, which
The
is
drug smuggling,
marginally
yep.
better. No, if we were
On the
to get
preferred
involved in
table
human
of
smuggling,
smugglings, drug is up there.
well, yeah, it's better than human trafficking.
It's a slippery slope, Oid.
I shrug, like. Okay.
Yeah, Oid doesn't care. He's not a meatbag.
1 minute you're handing little Timmy a dime bag of Coke, and then the next, he's halfway across an ocean.
you're handing little Timmy over to a bigger bag of Coke.
Hey, if it
Ah.
really makes you that bothered, if and when I am offered a job that involves human trafficking, I'll tell you guys. You can decide if you want to like show up and ruin my day or whatever.
All right, Bonus will take that deal.
Yeah, same.
I don't care. I just
I'll
want
take you
money.
up on that.
All right. So I assume then Oid will go and attend said meeting and complete said job.
Well, I assume I'm going to be there with some other food boys. No.
Yes. Your handler says that like you're gonna get like an SUV of other guys, basically.
Cool, because if that wasn't the case, I was gonna go and like talk to some food boys and see if I was gonna be like, hey, can you like come with me so I don't just get shot and die, Lamau?
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
Hey.
you I guess you go to the location, to the docks in Ryanstown, and you kind of like a block away or whatever, you meet with the SUV of dudes that have been assigned to like make sure that it looks legit and just isn't one random guy showing up to receive this giant shipment of drugs.
You don't need to be there, right?
No, no. This is Oid doing Oid
None
things.
of us do.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I mean, bonus probably still follow Oid there anyway, just to make sure. But that's a bonus problem, not you guys' problem.
Right now, Cairo's blasting chill beats to study to.
Lo-fi.
Yeah, chill lo-fi beats to study to. That's what Cairo's doing while he's working on this NI. And probably the helmet too.
Yeah.
Killed 2 birds with 1 stone, figure.
All right. So in that case, Oid, you get SUV with the other boys, probably like 4 or 5 other guys, and they drive to the docks, where sure enough there's a big cargo ship docked in the harbor, and there are a bunch of cargo containers that are all like lined up one after the other, with probably like 4 or 5 rough-looking mercenary guys with a bunch of tattoos, some bionic arms or legs or hands or fingers or eyes or jaws. Also, their bionics are not like tattooed, but they're engraved with tattoos. So like their bionic shoulder, or their shoulders and like upper arms have tattoos that then are turned into engravings on their bionic forearms and hands. That's pretty cool. Anyway, and they all look incredibly suspicious and absolutely like some kind of criminal. Like probably the least conspicuous group of people you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, then I fit right in.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I mean, at least, like, even other Malfu guys, like, they look like gangbangers, but at least they're well-dressed gangbangers. These guys are just gangbangers. And you're
Oh,
there in,
nice.
like, a kimono. And you're something long disguise.
You're a Hispanic man in a kimono with neon hair.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, you're more conspicuous than they are, I guess, but only because of the glowing hair.
Good to know. Good to know.
So yeah, the car pulls up, and all of you, all the guys get out, and they kind of like push you forward, basically, to be the guy to talk to them. And the head smuggler guy is like, what's I haven't seen you before. Who are you, Bucko?
Bucko. He actually calls him Bucko.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
Is he
gonna
gonna
go-
have? Is he gonna have like an open like chat line with us during this?
I mean, I guess if y'all want to see, I'll
Yeah, I want to
live stream it.
watch. I want to watch you get
Bro,
domed.
live.
Live
And I'm
stream
gonna
it to
respond
Twitch.
with like, well, Bucko, I'm kind of new around here. The name is something wrong. No bully, please.
Hey, say my name is something Wong.
So the smuggler's like, there's something wrong, all right. What's the deal, man? I thought I was supposed to meet some like woman here or something. You aren't a chick.
You aren't a woman.
You are very
How do you
How do
easily
you
know?
a
know
male.
that? How do you know my pronouns aren't she, her?
She, her.
Bucko.
The smuggler's immediately like, "Oh, sorry, miss. That's my bad. I'm gonna be honest. I assumed your gender. I wholeheartedly apologize."
I'm like, damn, bro, it's okay. You know, not everyone knows on the first sighting.
I'm
You know,
gonna
I think
have Ankh identify as a she, her now.
Onk's a girl now?
Yes, absolutely.
Crazy. Crazy.
and I'm like, but yeah, we're here to take this fine shipment off your hands. I say, and I'm going to look around to see how many dickheads are here.
There are 5 guys standing in front of you in a line that like parallels the line of goons that you have with you. And then they probably imagine there are more on the boat, but this guy appears to be like the leader, I guess. He's seeing as he's the one with the most cybernetics and is also the only one talking. The other 4 of them are just glaring intimidatingly at the Malfu guys who are staring right back, and it's really weird. It's like watching like a 2 packs of wolves growl at each other across a road.
Sure.
Cybernetics, you say, though?
Yes, the smugglers, the boss especially, has like a bionic arm, probably a bionic eye, and then his buddies have like a bionic jaw, bionic leg, another bionic arm, some more eyes.
All right, are we just standing in the middle of an open yard?
You are, yeah. There are other ships and stuff, like a couple hundred yards on either side of you, of course, and like more like big, like lots of crates that have been stacked up by the crane. But other than that, it's just you guys. You can tell.
All right.
Give me the
and
word. I can be there in like 10 minutes.
Can I see any just random cargo containers around here?
Yeah, there are a bunch of there's the crates behind them that you would assume have the drugs in them, and then there are others to your left and right, probably like 50 yards to either side. The huge like labyrinthine mazes of cargo crates that are created at big harbors.
Now I have a question for Oid. Do you want me to go and get on a cargo container
What?
and
Not
with a
terribly
high-powered
so.
rifle? Because I can do that.
I'm going to politely decline.
Alright, suit yourself. I might just go there anyway after you leave.
LaBelle. But yeah, so how close is the dude to me?
Probably like 15 feet.
These aren't Mount Fu guys that he's dealing with, right?
No, he's dealing with
these are
independent
drug
guys.
smugglers.
Yeah. Just some like
He's
random
dealing with what
gangsters.
guys? Oh, random gangsters?
Yeah.
Okay, so is this a transaction that requires him giving money to get the drugs?
No.
I mean, it would if you were intending to pay.
That's what I'm saying.
He's meant to kill them, basically.
Alright,
Yes.
so...
I'm looking at my character sheet because I want to try and do something wacky.
Of course.
Kill yourself.
Yes, very nice, very nice. I see.
I mean, there is. I'll just know that there is like the big like cargo hauler container cranes that like is being operated. I guess probably be a drone that is moving the crates from the cargo ship onto the dock that you could use if you wanted to like some wacky with that.
Drop a cargo crate on him.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna be like, we're here to take the shipment off your hands.
And the boss will be like, "All right, Mr. Wong."
Mrs. Wong.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Wong. My apologies. Do you want like where's the cash, my guy?
And I'm going to don't want to do this now. I think fuck it. You know?
Well, do you outgun and outman them?
I don't think we outman them.
No, you have. I think you have like with you there. You have like an additional guy over them, basically.
So I'm gonna say
Plus bonus is skulking.
Yes, in the shadows, secretly, he's skulking.
I think you misunderstand. You're cold dead hands, and that's when I spray the guy with Xeno.
All right, let me take a look. See at what.
I don't know what that does.
So Zeno. I see. Okay, this will be horrific.
Oh boy.
Make me a perception check, I guess, to hit him with this chemical cocktail.
You should kill him and then
6.
convince the other guys to join the Mao Fu clan.
That'd be a psyop.
That
That
they
w-
probably
that's
get
the
denied.
point.
Okay, so 6, you definitely passes. Do your damage.
Do-do-do-do-do.
So what does this Xeno do for us that don't know?
Oh, 180.
All right. Well, you'll find out when I describe what happens to this poor guy. So you're like, you don't understand, sir. We're here to take it from your cold dead hands. And he's like, huh? And then you just like you like reach out and your like finger like bends backwards and like a little like needle gun fires a dart at him and it hits him in like the neck. And he's like, what the heck was, and like bloody foam like erupts from his throat. And his like the basically like where his bionic forearm connects to his like elbow joint, immediately begins necrotizing, and like sparking and fizzing, and the hand is like freaking out and like sparking and jittering, and his like eyeball is like rolling around like a gyroscope freely in his head.
Did you just inject him with a form of necrosis?
He made his body reject his augmetics.
Oh no.
I've been waiting to use that for a while, dude.
Yeah, I know. You asked about that. Like,
I'm glad you
past.
didn't miss and hit one of us with it in any other scenario.
Yeah, so this guy, he's like foaming at the mouth with bloody foam. His one not rolling eye is like wide, and he's like, and he's like his like fleshy arm is like grabbing at his like his like bionic arm, and he tries to like tear the bionic arm out of its socket out of its connection point, and as he falls to his knees, choking to death on his own blood, he rips his arm off, and like all of the like nerve attachment wires get yanked out, covered in blood and like pieces of bone and muscle and stuff, and it's super horrible. And then he drops dead, died of.
So I can
of
see this,
shock.
right? I can see
Yeah,
this, right?
you can all see this happening in real time.
Oh, so when Cairo sees it happening, he's gonna like cringe.
Yeah, I think Bonus would also cringe. He'd be like, "Ah, I know what that looks like.
Cause,
That's bad."
'cause that's pain. That's pain.
I mean, yes, that guy died of pain shock before he died of blood loss. So then his four buddies are like, "Huh? What?" And I'm gonna roll initiative for. Basically, I'm gonna roll off to see who shoots who first: the Malfu guys or the smugglers. The Malfu guys get an 8. The other guys get a 14. So they definitely win the initiative order. In that case, Xavier, roll initiative, and I will also roll for bonus, who is skulking in the background.
Bro, you just see like flashing shots out of random corners, like pew pew pew
Yeah.
pew.
I got a 12.
A 12. Alrighty. Bonus got a 12 as well. Ironically enough, the other 4 goons are up next, and they'll first action draw guns. 2 of them have pistols, 2 of them have SMGs, like Mac 11s, Mac 10s, or the sci-fi equivalent rather. And they're going to the 2 pistol guys are going to try to shoot at Oid, and the 2 machine gun guys are going to try to gun down the goons. So I need to make 4 perception checks because the pistol guys are going to shoot twice at you. One of them was almost a crit. The dice rolled just far enough where it wasn't a crit. So they hit you only once actually because of the -1 with the recoil. Only one of them actually hits you. So you can roll armor, I believe. You have ranged armor? You do have
5.
ranged armor. 5.
I don't think passes.
No. Alright. So you take 2d1 hundo damage from this 9mm bullet. You take 130 damage. Oof, ouch.
Ouch.
So you're down to 170 health. So this bullet, bang, and it hits you right where that 50 caliber bullet hit you like a week ago, not even like 3 days ago. And it's just like, it's like making the old wound, making it worse again, doing all that healing you did. It's so annoying. Really inconvenient.
I'm doing the Ripper Doc's work.
No, Xavier did go to the Ripper Doc, like when you guys first got back, and he did pay for his repairs. So he goes back to full health and totally back to normal. And now that all that good work, the hard work, has been entirely undone. But so the guy shoots you, and he's like, and the 2 goons that tried to shoot you look at you really weird because you should have died from that bullet, but you didn't. And also sparks came flying off of you, also kind of sus. As for the other guys,
Tell them it's a new kind of body armor, and they'll never pierce it.
the 2 of those guys get hit. The other goons, one of them dies from 1 bullet. Other one doesn't actually die from the other bullet. So then
Your body is literally body armor.
I mean, yeah, he has like natural armor. One of them got a 1, and then one of them hits. So I'll say that 2 of the goons, the other 4, the 2 machine gun toting smugglers, they open up on the 4 goons, and they gank 2 of them with this spray of automatic gunfire. The first guy gets Swiss cheesed horribly. Second guy survives the first barrage, only to get finished off by the second barrage. I will actually roll. I actually think I got an 8 if I remember the Mafu guys. So up next is Oids. I think you have a higher agility than Bonus does.
Cool. So I'm going to fire 2 shots with my pistol.
All right. One at a different guy, I assume? Like one at different targets?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But you'd roll a 1. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
All right, as the first shot or the second shot?
The first.
Great, so you don't fire anything because your gun jams on the first bullet. This tiny hold-out pistol, you draw the gun in it, and you're like, across the yard, Bonus laughs to himself because that happened to him in Egypt.
Maniacally.
That's your first action. You still have a second one if you want to do something else.
Would it be possible to whip out my dart gun and shoot a sleep dart at one of these fools?
Yeah, you can do that.
Sick. I hate everything.
Did you roll another 1?
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh, wow, that barely misses. Okay, so you fire your pistol, you try to fire a pistol and it jams. So you toss your gun to the side and you use your finger injector to try to fire your sleep dart, and it misses the guy by like 6 inches, and it like bounces off of the crate behind him. Excellent turn. Excellent turn.
Excellent.
Top tier.
Great action economy.
Yes, great action economy. In that case, it's Bonus's turn, who is thankful he was now here. So he's going to use his automatic, for the first time, his automatic gel pistol that he has yet to use. He's going to bust it out so that you can't, the ballistics will get tracked back to him. And he's going to run out of cover from behind one of the crates. He runs 60 feet, which is like a third of the way to you. So he's like, he would be 40 yards away, which is 120 feet. Means that he makes his check disadvantage. Going to full auto try to spray these guys. You can fire 5 times at a -1 each and a disadvantage. So that's 10 dice rolls. Oh, and a -1, but a +1, so it balances out. He got a 1 on the last bullet, so his gun jams afterwards. Luckily, he bought the upgrade to make it not like awful, or else it would have broken just then. But he misses. Yeah, he misses 3 of the shots. Hits with 2 of them.
Actually got framed.
And he kill 1 man with each bullet. He perfectly kills the first guy. And he also 2 even 100s on the dice. Wow. All right. So with these 2, Bonus runs up with his little Uzi, and these gel rounds fly through the air. Most of them miss, but 2 of them hit one guy, one of the smugglers, in each of 1 to 2 bullets. Each bullet hits 1 guy. So 2 of them get hit perfectly in the chest, right? Just enough damage to hit them, to kill them. And then both guys, they don't die immediately. They kind of like stumble back, and they're like, and they die. So there's only 2 smugglers left standing. And now it goes to the Maofu guys, who, for time's sake, just pull out like Uzis and riddle the remaining 2 guys with bullets. Combat over.
That was fast.
I mean, it wasn't meant to be a long encounter.
Interesting.
But yes, the Maofu guys, they'll turn their guns on Bonus, and they're like, "Hey man, who are you?" Bonus is like, "I was never here," and then he walks away.
I'm like, don't worry, boys. I had a feeling things might turn south. I brought in an extra hand.
And they're like, "Oh, all right, cool."
And Then, from the skies, Maze jumps down, ganks all the goons.
I'm like, what? Why would you? That was. I'm gonna get fired now for sure.
Out of nowhere, the goose shows up and eats the remaining two Mofu gangsters, and then walks away. No, so yeah,
The goose is a cannibal confirmed.
Damn.
I mean, he's like a glutton, so he probably is, honestly.
He's like Kirby. He just
Yes. So yeah, the other goons, they're like, all right, well, I guess you did a job. It wasn't. I mean, you killed one guy, so I guess it was pretty good. They're like, it's pretty cool power you got there, buddy. Don't use it on me, please. But also, you know, we'll handle the delivery of the drugs from here, so you can leave or whatever, Lamau.
Stick around to supervise, look over things. There's no more like smugglers that don't help them move a crate or whatever.
All right, yeah, the other guys that were on the cargo ship, they are just like employees under the captain of the ship. And then the food guys walk onto the boat and they're like, "Hey, we own this boat now." And the captain's like, "All right, sure." Because
Cool.
they're, you know, the
Cool story.
two armed men with SMGs. You know, they had that effect on people. So the crew then unloads the rest of the drugs onto the harbor, and then like half an hour later, a bunch of like big 18-wheelers show up, and they load the crates onto them and ship them out.
Sick.
Cool. You get paid a whole $500 for your trouble.
Wow, that's pocket change.
Yes, that's the going rate for being a basic Malfu member. All right, buddy. Hate to break it to you, but you guys get paid the big bucks, so.
All right, well, I'm gonna, just show up to the initiation ceremony like I don't know, dab or whatever. Get initiated. You know how it is.
All right. Yeah, the ceremony. You know, they like burn some incense and make you like recite some like stuff in Chinese or whatever in Cantonese, which you can do because you're a robot and you already know every language basically. And then Mrs. Malfu herself. You go to the warehouse again. That's where it is, and she's like, I've heard much about you, Mr. Wong. Glad to see that you accepted my invitation to join our family. And then she basically like orders them to tattoo you.
Uh-oh.
Huh. And at that point, I'm gonna say, "Oh, tattoos. That's not going to
Interesting.
work out well. My
Uh,
my arms aren't really quite normal, you see."
and Miss Mefu's like, "Oh, do you have bionics?"
I'm like, "Yes."
She's like, "Well, in that case, then we can get them engraved basically instead."
I'm like, "Cool, cool."
Ooh, about that.
big risk. Big risk.
All right. So then they bring you into a side room where there is a Ripper Doc with like big like jeweler's goggles on, and he has like his wacky like big robotic arm modifications out, all extended, and he's like, all right, there, sir, you must be the new hire, so come on over, and he brings you to like it looks like like when you're getting an X-ray done on your arm, you look at that weird like little desk table you put your arm on, and the big machine above it that takes the X-rays. Well, it's like one of those things, but it's like a laser up top. And they're like, "All right, well, I mean, I assume you have like a fake skin sleeve, so remove that, and I will program the arm, and it will do its engravings."
All right. And at that point, I guess I'm going to have to
Drop your disguise, I guess.
mimic pulling off a fake skin sleeve, like Lamau.
Yes, make me a charisma check to mimic taking off a skin sleeve.
4.
All right, that still passes because you're very charismatic. So you kind of like bring your arm and kind of like scrape your arm or your right arm like down your left arm, and you kind of remove the hologram illusion as you kind of move your hand down, and then very quickly stuff your right arm into your pocket as if you were holding something, but you obviously aren't. And then you just kind of put your metal arm on the table, and Rubber Doc is like, "Oh, that's a real fancy bionic arm you got there, friend. I haven't seen something like that ever."
I'm like, yep.
One of a
stuff.
kind, baby.
He's like, "Well, I hate to ruin that fine machinery, so I'll make sure to tune in the laser particularly well today." And he goes over and he, fiddles with the machine for a little bit, and then he goes over and he hits enter on a keyboard, and the laser, pew, and it begins to engrave a dragon tattoo up your arm. And it takes like a half an hour, probably less than that actually, but no, probably half an hour. And it engraves this tattoo, this engraving rather, of a dragon. And like, do you want like LEDs put in there, so that it lights up, like LED paint or anything in there, or are you good?
I'm like, just the dragon will be fine.
I'm like, all right, then looks like you're done. It's like, but if you ever have any damage to any of your bionics that you want me to check out or repair for you, I'd love to get a look under your hood, if you know what I'm saying. And he finger guns you.
I'm like, yep, I'm sure you would. And then I just kind of awkwardly leave.
Okay. Then you enter back into the main room, and Mrs. Mafu's like, very cool. Welcome to the family, son. And then she like hugs you or whatever, and then let's
Kind of
leave.
weird, not gonna lie.
What's the gimmick of the Malfu clan is that they're all like, quote unquote, family.
And now this
You know what you're reminding me of?
android who is disguised as a Hispanic man that wears a kimono is now a part of the family.
Yep.
They're
Yeah,
really
when you
opening their
said that,
borders, aren't they?
it just reminded me of that scene from like Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
The
Welcome to the
in
family,
woods.
son.
Exactly.
Sick.
Was that the intention here? Or?
No, just that the Malfu clan is organized like a family. That's their like gang organization.
Their shtick.
Yeah. So yeah, you leave, and then I assume you kind of like replace the illusion on your like flesh arm, and yeah, in that case, you're that encounter is done. The awkward encounter is finito. You have been initiated as a member of the Malfu clan.
At that point, I'm gonna go back to like the condemned with the boys. I'm gonna be like, thanks bonus for showing up. And also I gotta say, and I like drop the illusion on the engraved arm, and I'm like, they fucking ruined my deal.
Bonus is like, yeah, no problem. I had a feeling you would need some assistance, and then I guess like, yeah, I guess it probably like
So
Noxon and
so
Bonus are there.
when he leaves the Ripper Doc's place, I'm gonna go down to the condemned as well.
Okay, to celebrate his initiation.
No, to absolutely rip on him.
All right. So yeah, he shows up. He shows you guys this very intricate dragon engraving that's been done on his left bionic and his like metal left arm.
Not bad.
I clap. I'm like, good job. I'm proud of you.
Our little boy's growing up.
Yeah, Bonus is like, yep, great job. Now you gotta hide that arm if you're gonna apply for a job.
Now you've
And
got to
then I just-
hide that arm whenever we get a job.
Put the illusion back up, and I'm like, don't I do that anyways?
Yeah, true.
Oh, well, yeah, but say something happens to your arm. What then?
What do you mean, what then? Then I'll just come to here and have the boy downstairs put it back together.
Yeah, speaking
Bro,
of,
how slow
you see the something Wong has like a hole in his chest, a tiny 9mm sized hole in his chest.
Also, speaking of going downstairs and getting things put back together,
Okay.
Yeah, well.
So you want to go
Oh,
down
I have a
and,
question as well.
Yeah, sure.
Is Unks and I done?
At this point, we still have a couple of days to go.
Alright.
So
I guess this would just be the prototyping period.
So yeah, you go downstairs. The Burdoc's like, Fit isn't my favorite customer.
Brit Niffin.
Yeah, he's like, and he kind of looks at you and he's like, wait, did you? And he kind of walks over, sees the hole in your chest, and he's like, God damn it, you stop getting shot. I just fixed this part of your body.
I just shrug. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Stop
Secretly,
calling.
Brit is the creator.
Like, God, I keep, spending all of this time and effort and your money fixing you, and only for you to come back like 2 days later with a little bit smaller hole.
Oh,
Hey,
actually,
believe me, if I could, just choose to not get shot anymore, I would. But people are mean, it's rough out there.
Due to your field of work, that's going to be a very, very common happening.
nah, it's not that common. Just ask Knox.
All right, so
Nox doesn't get shot because combat prowess.
That's
Bro.
like 250 colors to have your body repaired.
That's like nothing to me right now. Although I
Yes.
guess for a normal person, it would be like half of the pay they just got.
Yes,
That
it would be
is
a lot of money.
literally pocket change.
Yes, for Ord especially, who has like 107,000 colors in the bank right now. That's nothing.
Yeah, actually, are we all gonna be at the bar like once Ord comes back?
Yes,
Well, yeah,
it takes
we're
like,
all at the bar now.
it takes like an hour
Yeah,
for
like,
him to get
yeah.
fixed up, and you all go upstairs. He returns, and you all drink to celebrate and stuff. And Bonus is like, so anybody else have any new metal-based stories to tell?
Well, I don't mean to brag, but Onks
I'm
and
gay.
I is coming along. Yeah, actually.
Wow.
Onk's narrow intelligence is coming along fairly well, and she's very smart.
Bonus is like, she?
Yeah, I was
Yes,
gonna put
Onk's
that
a
on like
she.
it's a she. It's a she now.
Always has been.
You can feel Bonus's confused expression through the mask.
You never bothered to ask. Okay?
He shrugs.
That's not my problem. That's your problem. That
Pretty
you've
sure.
been
I recall.
misgendering Onk.
If I recall, not too long ago, you've had called your dog good boy before, so I know about that. I know about that one.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm pretty
Bonus
sure I
is still
didn't.
confused.
Now, either way, a minor kind of interesting thing is that Honk is going to be now more responsive. So it's going to take some getting used to, and obviously a lot of training. But I have high hopes for my robo dog.
Nice. What about you, Bonus? You got anything new?
But it's like, well, I got upgrades done to my nano machines in my blood, and he goes and he takes like a steak knife off a table, and he straight up slits his whole forearm. Actually, he has metal arms now. He can't do that. He jabs himself in the carotid artery, straight up in the throat, and all this blood leaks down and like spurts out of his throat, and after like a second, it's like brand new. He's like, it's pretty cool. He's like, I can pretty much heal from like being straight up deceased in like 30 seconds.
Nice.
I can get like my arm blown off or whatever, and it'll heal. He's like, and also, and he reveals his second bionic arm that he got put in a while ago, and then he kind of like flicks his arm, and the top plates open up, and kind of like this kind of like folded sheet metal pops out, and then it extends into a riot shield.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like this
Oh,
should
that's
keep me.
awesome.
Like this should keep me alive, and if somebody's sitting behind me, it'll be harder for them to get shot too. So, hopefully,
Oh, oh. Cairo has one more thing. So, as bonus like finishes up showing off his new bionics, Cairo's gonna like once he's done, he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that reminds me," and he's gonna flick his head forward. And when he does so, the Raw helmet like forms around his head.
bonus is like, I see you're rebranding.
No, not at all. This is the one that I said I was gonna send to my brother.
It's like,
Oh.
I see. And bonus
Yeah.
is
So you're
like,
rebranding?
What?
Yeah.
It's like, but it's
now
like
the-
manually shoving the shield back into its socket because it wasn't automatically closed, so he's just like filling it back up.
So you have to open it via spring, but then you can't close it via the same spring mechanism.
Yes.
Weak.
What the?
Like, well, it isn't an energy shield, it isn't like automatic.
It doesn't have to be an energy shield. You can get springs that'll close that.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be cheap.
That's your fault for cutting corners. What I'm gonna do to get an upgrade on myself is probably do something similar to that, but more along the lines of like a buckler, like a small round shield to block melee that'll go well with my stun baton. So I can't wait to get that done. While I'm at the Condemned, I'll probably go get that done, actually.
Okay. The extendable shield is an option under the rulebook you can look at. That's what
Okay.
bonus says. So then while you go downstairs and get that done, after Oid comes back up, bonus is like, well, Oid's got his fancy new tattoo. I have a riot shield. Cairo has his stuff. And then she turns to Nox and he's like, so, do you have anything fancy? Not that you need it, but do you have anything fancy?
Yeah, I got bored, so I got this, and I take the same exact steak knife he used to like stab himself, right? And I throw it is there a dartboard?
Yeah.
Is it close enough for the thing to work?
Yeah.
All right, sick. Yeah, so I throw it in there. I don't care where it lands unless you want me to roll for like a bullseye. Otherwise, I don't care.
If you don't care, then it'll land like halfway to the center.
Sure, I just like limply throw it, and then I be like, I can do this now, and like I pull out my hand to get it back.
Okay, yeah. So she throws this metal steak knife into the dartboard across the room, and then as playing darts, you're like, "Hey man, that's not cool." And then you kind of like use your you think and you activate the magnetic palms in your hand, and the knife kind of like jiggles in the it's as it's stuck in the knife and in the dartboard. And then it kind of like pops free, and then it flies back across the room and right back into her hands.
Can I also get something to increase my whatchamacallit, my proficiency with my swords? I know I have the dual processing unit.
Yeah, that's the best thing for like using swords.
Alright, cool. Can I get ooh. Never mind. I'm gonna sit on that. But yeah.
All right.
Alright,
So
cool.
bonus is like,
So then yeah, just the buckler.
okay. I will. Add
Oh
that
yeah,
after session.
I forget too. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this too, and like I think was it my left or right hand? I got the bionic. Was it the left? Right. It was the right hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I can do this too now, and I start like my nail retracts out,
Oh
I
yeah, so,
start
so
carving.
she like a cat flexes her fingers, and these like 2-inch long, shiny titanite nails like slide out of her fingers.
Mm. Oh, by the way, how much is that gonna run me?
I can tell you when I find it.
I just
Yeah,
need an estimate.
I think it's like 2,500.
All right, that's nothing. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, the shield is just like extra health basically. Gives
Yeah.
you 250 health.
Oh, nice.
And you gotta replace it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, two and a half
You
thousand.
boy.
Not that bad.
Can I get a high tech version of this?
I mean, you can get one that auto retracts in. Yeah,
Yes, I would like that. Yes.
yeah. It's no free charge. Bonus is just an idiot. Doesn't know how to use it yet.
So mine is like is it, so what it is it covers from like the middle of the forearm to the elbow and then also to the fist. And it's like one of the round ones. So like when it deploys, it just in like a circle,
Yeah.
which is going to be pretty cool.
Alrighty. So yeah. In terms of like mechanics, Nox got a bionic arm put in. With like
About time.
a bunch of stuff on it.
About time. What do you mean? I like never really needed a bionic arm.
Yeah.
It's about time. Join the club. I'm tired of seeing you not using bionics. Boring.
Oh, huh?
You normie.
I don't think
She
you
has
really.
like the bionic arms, or the bionic eyes rather.
I have bionic
Yeah.
eyes, bionic arms,
Boring.
grippers. Okay, first off,
You didn't even use
Yeah,
the grippers.
you had the perfect
In
chance to
the
use them
one
in the
barely used
hotel, and
scenario.
you didn't
barely
use
In
them.
the
used them.
one scenario where
I
you
got-
would need
Look,
grippers.
I got enough bionics where I lose count of what I can and cannot use. All right, leave me alone.
No, Bonus here definitely has the most. I'm pretty sure he has like his character sheet is long. He has so many weapons and so many bionics now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I got the fucking mask.
Oh yeah, and the visor. And there is the extending. That's wrong. The extending shield. It gives you 250 health. In the right, like against attacks, basically, that are coming from the direction that your shield is pointed.
Oh, what's this made of?
Metal, steel,
Okay, cool. AR 500.
probably yeah. Reinforced steel, nice tempered steel.
Nice.
You can get it painted and stuff if you want to get it painted too.
I'll probably end up doing that on my own.
Alright.
I can decorate,
I
So yeah.
but that'll be later down the road.
Alright, so yeah, you guys have your little bionic party, I guess. Talking about all the fun stuff you guys have added into yourselves. And then you all separate for the evening, go back to your homes, and then probably, I think it'd be 3 days later. No, it'd be 6 days later because it's a week and a half. So I would.
Yeah.
So a week and a half go by. Anko has
Ankh
a
is now
zero
smart.
intelligence. He does. Smart as Siri is.
Yeah.
And Nox, you wake up. Probably it would be a Sunday. You wake up to a text from Dr. George Waiting from Life Saving Services International.
Oh. I wake up, rub my eyes. I'm like, what is this?
The text reads something to the effect of have job, tell your friends to meet me at the hospital in like 3 hours or whatever.
What time of day is it right now?
Like 8 in the morning.
All right, sick. I shoot everyone text like, "Yo, meet at the LSSI building in 3 hours." Or yeah,
You
sure.
just Kara's gonna text back. Did you just say LSSI?
Yeah,
Why?
you'll see.
I don't like that. Cairo
Don't worry,
also
you'll
wouldn't have
you'll enjoy
slept
it.
because he's busy packing the helmet into like one of those delivery bags and then putting it in the mailbox because he was just putting the finishing touches on like his shield and the mask and Ankh. So it's been a long time. Cairo's just been working away.
Alrighty,
Not
so
my problem. You didn't get any sleep, bro.
Not that he didn't get any sleep. He's just been working well over like 13 hours. So not much rest, but a lot of work getting done.
so yeah, the 3 hours go by, and you all, I assume Oid will also meet the others as requested at the LSSI hospital. You guys haven't actually been here yet, but the LSSI hospital in this part of Ryanstown is a like probably like 20 or 30-story tall, massive medical complex. A lot of super like ultra modern architecture, uh, parks and plazas and courtyards with trees and bushes and manicured lawns to kind of keep it kind of happy and cheery. There is, of course, this huge multi-level wing for the ground-based ambulances, and then the hovercraft ambulances as well for the extraction teams that get sent out. There are drones flying around. There are people walking about in the medical gowns, people walking around in doctor's outfits and scrubs. And you guys walk up. I guess Knox probably would have gotten there first. And you get let in, no problem. The rest of you, for dramatic timing, arrive at the exact same time, even though that isn't how that would work, but it is because I say it is. So we all arrive at the same time, park on the street. Um, you guys, do you have to get your parking like signed off on as well by the hospital because this is still a hospital and they want to charge you for parking. So you guys park on the side of the street in the big one of the big nearby parking complexes, and you guys walk up to the main sliding doors, and I assume everybody. I assume Oid, for example, you are using Acon to get in here. You do need one to get into the hospital.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna use?
I'll go as the bean.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys
Oh,
all walk
actually,
up.
that is something I need to work on, though.
We're getting more cons.
Yeah, I need to flesh out my John Smith ID.
I see. Yeah, you can do that between sessions, and I think that shouldn't be too big of a problem. But yeah, so you guys walk in to this kind of like the stereotypical like main hospital reception area. There's like the waiting area with like the couches and the benches and the chair with the magazines, stuff like that. People are sitting down and stuff, anxiously waiting to hear back from whatever has happened to their friend or family member. And you guys walk up to the secretary desk, and she's like, "Ah, yes, Doctor Waiting is waiting for you all." And then you all receive like a message in AR saying you've all been given the special security clearance to get to his office, basically. And then you all go up to his office. You all walk in, and this is a pretty big office. Dr. Waiting is a rather high class surgeon and doctor specialist here at Size Hospital. You all walk in, this big swanky office, the back wall, all windows that looks out over the hospital grounds and then Ryanstown beyond it. And Knox is already sitting there in front of the doctor. Now, Dr. Waiting himself is a probably 6 foot tall human man with a bionic eye, bionic arm, with the Ripper Doc stuff in it. He's wearing a nice white lab coat, nice dress shirt, tie, slacks, dress shoes, big gold watch around his wrist, a pair of bionic visor, like a bionic visor over his eyes, same as Nox does. He sees you all enter, and he's like, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Yes, please come in, take a seat. I will explain everything as soon as possible. Yes.
All right, yeah, sure, why not? I'll take a seat with Ankh next to me.
Alrighty. And you all take a seat. Bonus, of course, stands because he's bonus. And the doctor's like, so, would any of you like a drink before we begin, or is it too early in the morning for vodka?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep quiet.
Now I'm gonna like friendly be like, yeah, sure, I'll have some. Haven't had a drink with you in how long?
I think, it's probably been several months. I believe you, last time you came in was before you left with that pop star girl, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's been a couple of months at that point. At this point, then, yes, good to see you, my friend. But also, please introduce me to all of your friends. I've only heard of them in passing from some contacts of mine.
Hmm. Well, this lovely man over here, as I point to Bonus, he's like, that one's Bonus. He's like me. He likes guns. That one over there, that one's Oid. He's a charisma type character, if you know what I mean. He's also pretty cool with cybernetics. And then that one over there with the dog, that's Cairo. He's a cybernetic guy, hacking. It's into a lot of robotic stuff.
And the doctor will shake hands with everybody as they are introduced, of course. He's a very polite man.
Yeah, sure, I'll shake hands.
Alright. He's like, well, pleasure to meet all of you. I'm very happy to have met friends of Noxus here. If you're friends of you're friends of mine, as the saying goes. Well, but I'm sure you were all wondering why I have brought you all here today, early in the morning, 11 o'clock a.m. It is because I have heard from Nox and some friends of mine in the city that you are all quite proficient mercenaries. Is this true?
I'd say that's an apt description.
You're like, well, this is kind of unorthodox from this branch of LSSI, but one of our extraction teams was killed a few hours ago in a car accident, and we need a immediate team of replacements to cover their shift for the rest of the day. So we need you guys to take up the extraction team's job, and of course I will be the head doctor, and driving around with all of you in one of our hovercrafts, and you will all be paid the usual salary of an extraction.
I'm gonna give like the rest of the group a very puzzled look, and then look back to the doctor and be like, "Isn't that like really hard to do? Kill an entire extraction team? Aren't they like armed to the teeth?"
Yes, the vehicles that we use are like bolt resistant and stuff, but unfortunately the extraction team was involved in a call where they were being chased by some, I believe they were, it kind of like scratches his head. Like, I believe they were like scavs trying to kill this dude for his bionics, and the extraction team broke into their apartment building and rescued the guy, but they were chased out down through the streets, and their vehicle was hacked remotely and driven into a skyscraper. They killed like 18 people, in addition to themselves, and also their client, who is a pretty big hit to our finances, and we don't really like the teams being killed in the field. That's bad for our image. So we are hiring you all to make sure that our efficiency does not drop below optimal levels.
All right.
He's like, you will all be paid the flat rate of 240 collars plus 500 collars per dangerous call you guys go on as part of the like hazard pay package for the extraction teams.
Well, at least you guys are paying hazard.
Yeah, well, of course, our extraction team members are some of the best in their prospective fields. So we take good care of them, and they also take good care of our clients.
All right. Cairo's gonna look at his watch, or well, look at the time on his heads-up display. Can I get like 10 minutes to prepare for this? I need to
Yes,
arm
yes.
up.
Don't worry, you will can all prepare, and then when you are ready, come back to my office. Well, actually, meet me at the hangar bay, and you'll be provided with uniforms for the extraction teams, and then we will set off in one of the hovercraft.
Actually, I want my uniform now because I want to put my own spin on it.
That will be destruction of property and a suable offense, sir.
All right, fine, but can I at least wear my own helmet?
I guess.
All right, cool.
All right. So does anybody have anything they wish to do before you embark?
We're mercenaries. If we don't have individuality, then we have nothing.
No.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my apartment and arm up. I'm gonna replace, or well, put the large caliber machine gun back in Ankh, and honestly, probably grab the most high-powered guns I have. I believe. Well, I'm gonna have my Hands of Anubis on me, of course. I'm gonna have probably the RA-72.
Okay.
Actually, that does less damage. Okay, I'm gonna actually, instead of the RA, I'm gonna bring the OSCH or OSHCR-12.
Okay. The thermal scoped, high caliber anti-material rifle
Yes.
that you stole from a different mercenary.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have my swords.
All right. Bonus will just keep.
Do I have those in my
crossbows.
inventory?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Can I also bring that karambit that I have?
Oh, the bone karambit that
Yeah.
Essa had. Yeah, sure, you can have that.
Yeah, nice. That's gonna be my boot knife.
Okay. So. Yeah,
I
bonus
want to
will
look
have
as
his
mean as
DDs.
possible.
Of course, of course. And I can provide. Actually, I think I have the photo for what like the normal extraction team members look like. Which is to say, not like the most intimidating people you've ever seen, but their reputation precedes them enough to where you know better than to try and mess with one. If you see one of them,
Yeah.
we'll send the photo.
Which is why I'm kind of caught off guard that someone, wrecked an entire whatchamacallit, like rescue team.
Yeah, that is certainly a rare occurrence. So that is the artwork for the
Oh, okay.
Sasai guys.
Yeah,
do
I'm
have
just gonna wear
railguns.
my own helmet.
Okay. So you have your weaponry, your helmet. Bonus keeps his mask on, of course. I assume that the others also keep. Well, Nox keeps her visor on and stuff. What else? Yeah. So yeah, you guys get ready. You tidy yourselves up. You put your uniforms on, minus the helmets, of course. And you guys make your way to the hangar. And this hangar is shockingly large for just in general. There are dozens of these hovercraft pseudo-looking ambulances, and they are identical to the ones from Cyberpunk. So they have miniguns on the front of them, and like M249, basically machine guns out the side doors.
Oh,
they
nice.
are all bulletproof. They can fly at pretty high speeds. are very maneuverable. They've got a bunch of different scanning systems on them, different communication systems on them. Literally, like as advanced a vehicle as you can possibly get. Pretty much are these things. They are top of the line. And you guys, see Doctor Waiting, standing in front of one of them in a similar combat uniform. His helmet, the kind of like faceplate, is retracted. You see his face, and he has a rifle. And he's like sees you all,
All right.
and he calls you all over. Like, all right, gentlemen and lady, please, right this way. We will board the vehicle shortly, and wait for our first call to come in.
All right. I can imagine like when we all walk in, like everybody has like multiple gun cases.
Yeah, you're all armed to the teeth, and you also know that
Or,
all the
well,
other guys, like all
at least
the
I do.
oh yeah, you have to, yeah, 'cause you have your big rifle. But like all the other, like to order to get to the hangar, you had to walk through like the normal extraction team like locker rooms, and all the other guys give you all weird looks because you're all out of uniform and you're all carrying different non-standard weaponry and stuff. So they all know you're mercs, and they're all like giving you side eyes and suspicious looks for being mercs doing their job.
I'm probably gonna say this. I'm most definitely waiting until I get there to arm Onk's machine gun into his back, into her back,
Okay, you do so.
so that these people can just stare at me while I do it,
All right.
and they like all look at each other. Is that sanctioned?
Like, is that allowed?
That loud.
Is that legal? Can we let him do that?
But yeah, so
Another guy
guys,
turns to him and he's like, "It's not my problem. I don't care."
yes, we don't get paid to police the mercs. We just get paid to save people's lives.
What do I look like, a cop?
Yeah, man. What do you mean? So yeah, you guys aboard. Well, I guess you walk up to where Dr. Waiting is, and he you all receive. Well, actually, all the uniforms you have on have the built-in AR tags that let you give you the clearance to get into your assigned hovercraft. So you all walk up, and the door automatically slides open. This big, like 1 foot thick, steel reinforced, bulletproof armored door slides open, and you all get inside. The interior is it's probably as big as like a small RV, or like a camper van. And so the back is big enough for somebody to lie down in. There are cabinets and dressers and display cases and cabinets and like IV tubes and displays and computer screens built into the walls of the vehicle. There is a kind of like oval shaped like medical table to one side that only Nux and the doctor probably know what it is. But basically, it's a specialized form of like preservation table where you put the person in it, it fills with healing gel, and it keeps them in stasis until and like drugged, and like it helps them regenerate to keep them from like bleeding out or dying of shock or whatever it is.
Until they can get proper medical care.
Yeah, until they can get to the hospital. Uh, and also you also see that there are a bunch of like one of the cabinets, the glass cabinets, is lined with bionic arms, hands, fingers, legs, feet, toes, eyes, jaws, noses, ears, all stuff in case they get blown off. Basically, they can replace them on the spot, which is kind of ridiculous.
But hey, at least they're prepared.
Yeah, they've got cabinets full of drugs of all different kinds, including a special locked, bullet-resistant glass cabinet full of very special rectangular glass syringe, like auto-injector devices that you all would recognize as the super cool instant heal hemo stim shots that bring somebody to full health immediately. That are super expensive and like incredibly rare.
I can almost guarantee we're gonna need one of those.
Yeah, they're full of nanomachines that regenerate people, and they're in this locked glass case. There are the machine guns in the doors with like the firing ports for you to fire out of. And then there's like a separated like wall, like a locked door where the cockpit is. That where Dr. Waiting goes in because he's driving. No, he'd be in the back.
Yeah.
And then we want Oid to be in the back with him, along with Bonus and Cairo, because Bonus and Nox, because those two are the security specialists. Him and Oid are the medical specialists, and Cairo is the driver, basically, in the passenger seat next to you.
Cool.
There's just enough seats for everybody, by the way. Perfect number. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, you would get in. You are familiar with how this vehicle works, but it's kind of like a helicopter, and you can kind of fly helicopters. So you kind of know how to fly the hovercraft, and it turns on automatically, and it has autopilot on it. So you don't even have to drive it most of the time. It's autopiloted with GPS, radar, radio. It gets internet, free Wi-Fi in the hovercraft. There is all different kinds of like scanning devices, like EM, night vision, electromagnetic, thermal.
All right. First things first. I'm gonna radio back to the doctor, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, can I beef up the like firewall on this thing's Wi-Fi? I don't need us crashing."
The doctor's like, no, that would also be tampering with the property. But if you feel it necessary, you can just turn it off, so that it isn't like a weakness.
Okay, then yeah, that's getting turned off because I don't trust that.
All right, you deactivate the Wi-Fi in the hovercraft.
I don't see how that's tampering with property when I'm putting a temporary shield on our vehicle. But okay.
And then as soon as you kind of like turn the Wi-Fi off, you all get in your AR vision notification saying you have like a call in progress, basically. And it is denoted as a mugging in progress, and then the coordinates are provided to you all, and then those coordinates are also sent to the autopilot NI in the hovercraft, and it just automatically just takes off.
And why am I here?
In case,
and at that moment, Cairo's like, "Oh shit, it's really happening."
It's like why like Tesla cars and stuff. Like they have autopilot, but you still need a person there in case it doesn't work, basically.
Cool. So I'm the backup.
Yes. An hovercraft does travel at like 200 plus miles per hour, easy. It moves quite fast. And as you guys speed off into the sunrise, I guess, of Ryan's town, out of this giant hangar, in your super cool hovercraft, we will call it there for today.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed the episode, then you know what to do. What a good start to this first new mission. And we will see you next time on Quest for the Core.